Hello everyone, my name is Hyatt, aka the Mat Brat, and today we're gonna do a 20-minute beginner mat Pilates workout. If you've never done Pilates and you've wanted to try or you've taken a few classes, this is the place for you. Grab a water bottle and feel free to put on whatever music feels right today, and we're gonna get to work. 20 minutes on the clock. Let's get started. We're gonna take a big inhale. You can close your eyes if that feels good for you. I want you to just breathe into the low belly, bringing the shoulders up towards your ears. And exhale, your shoulders come down behind you. Relax a bit. One more time, big inhale. Shoulders shrug up and exhale. You can let it all go. This time we're gonna take our hands to our ribs. Take a big inhale again. I want you to think about breathing down and wide. So we're breathing into our belly and out into our ribs. And exhale, all the air comes out. As the air comes out, can we pull the core in and up? Big inhale. And exhale, really thinking about squeezing the ribs in. One more time, big inhale. The ribs and the belly expand, expand, expand. Exhale, all the air comes out. We're gonna turn and lay down on our backs. I'm gonna just start swaying my knees to the left and then to the right. So we're starting really big here, just opening the hips, getting a little bit of rotation in the spine, but we're here to find the midpoint. We're looking to find stability on our mat. And so the first thing we want to do is find where the middle is for us. So I'm going to start making those circles smaller, just sort of feeling where on my waistband do I feel really centered. So I'm going to make those circles, the sways, smaller and smaller until I find a position that feels good for you. Maybe take one more and hold. Now, I want you to push your low back into the mat by tucking your pelvis and then releasing, creating a little arch. So I'm pushing and releasing. And again here, the goal is to find a position that when you're working on your back feels really good for you. And that could be completely smushed into the mat. This is sometimes called imprinted, or it may be with a little space. And you can always come back and adjust during class or really any Pilates class that you're taking. So I'm gonna again make these tucks smaller and smaller until I find a position that feels good for me. And now we'll be able to test it. So I want you to push your palms into the mat. We're gonna lift the right leg up into tabletop and bring it down. Left leg comes up into tabletop and bring it down. So we're doing little marches. And the tabletop position is when your leg is in a right angle, okay? So we're lifting up, just basically right until my knee is in line with my waistband, and then I'm lowering down. And we take an inhale. As the leg comes up, exhale as the leg goes away. Connecting breath to movement. We'll do one more set. We're gonna take my right leg up into tabletop, left leg comes up to meet it. We hold here, we tap the right toes towards the ground and lift, left toes. So now here, we're challenging the core in the new way. Think about that stability that you found. Is it feeling good for you right now? Do you maybe want to adjust, smush your low back into the mat, maybe move your hips right to left? I'm really thinking about pushing my palms into the mat and really widening through my chest. We'll take one more on each side. Option to stay here, or I'm squeezing my inner thighs together. I drop both legs to the ground and lift up. If your toes don't tap to the ground, that's totally fine. The goal here is to really maintain that core shape that you found as you move the legs. So I'm squeezing the inner thighs together. Maybe my feet just come 2 inches down, 2 inches up. As the leg reach away, can you think about pulling the belly in to support you on the lift up? Let's take 2 more here. And the last one, hold at the top, hug the legs in for a second, and we'll bring our feet flat on the mat. My hands are gonna come over my head. We're gonna take our first curl of the day. Big inhale, exhale. We curl up. My fingertips are reaching forward. They basically land around my mid-thigh, and then I come back. So I'm reaching forward, exhale, inhaling as my arms come back behind me. Lifting up into that curl, really trying to maintain that shape here that we found, okay, at the beginning. So I'm not moving, really arching or tucking my pelvis as I move through this. I'm staying in that initial stable position that we found. Reaching forward. We'll take 2 more. And last one, hold at the top, grab for your thighs. Can you pull up an inch higher? Hold, big inhale. And exhale. And then we lower everything back down, hands come behind the head. We reach up, on an exhale, grab. We take a big inhale and exhale. One more time, big inhale and exhale. Come back. We take a big inhale and exhale. We reach up. We pull, lift a little higher, big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And the arms come overhead. One last variation here. Big inhale, exhale. We lift, come up and over, pull up. And we're gonna take the right hand, bring it back behind the head, and bring it to the hand. We take it back. We're staying in that high curl. We go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it all down. Really nice. Final movement here in this position. Both hands come behind the head. We lift up into that big curl. And we start pumping our arms. So inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So while you're here, keep moving with my snaps. If you're feeling any pain in the head, you can always take your hand, one hand, and put it behind your head. So we're inhaling for 5 breaths and exhaling. My snaps are not working today. And then you want to just make sure if you are taking this head variation that you're switching. So wherever you are, I'm going to have you catch with me. So we inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest it all down. Really, really nice. Hug the knees in, and we're going to lift up into a seated position. So I'm sitting on the middle of the mat. My feet are out in front of me. You can have your toes, your feet flat on the ground. For this exercise, I actually like to have my heels up, especially in the beginning as we're learning it. You're gonna take your hands behind your thighs, and the first thing we're gonna do is pull into our thighs to sit up really, really tall. So we're finding height through the crown of our head. Big inhale and exhale. All the air comes out. Big inhale now. Exhale, we begin to tuck our pelvis to roll back. So we're bringing our chest forward as we're pulling back with our low back, tucking our tail under. So we're going just until we find a little scoop and a shaky point, and then we lift up. This is called our C curve. So we're literally creating a C by tucking our tail, but trying to pull our chest forward as our back goes backwards and lift up really tall. So curl and lift and curl, really flexing through the feet, pushing those heels into the mat and lift. We curl and lift. We inhale at the top, we exhale as we curl back and lift. Now you have an option to stay here, or you take your hands up and again you curl back and lift and curl back and lift and curl back and lift. One more time, we curl back and lift. Really nice job. Awesome. So we're gonna practice the C curve in another way now with a rolling exercise. So in the mat, in the traditional mat Pilates work, there's a lot of rolling. So we're just gonna do the first one today. So my feet are on the ground. You can have your hands under your thighs again. I'm gonna start making that C shape, but I'm gonna bring my body back with me until my feet are hovering off the mat. So I'm really thinking about curling. How much of that C shape can I make? But instead, my hands, instead of going all the way back, my hands are pulling in. So I'm really finding a tight ball. From that tight ball, I roll back onto my shoulder blades and then lift up. Trying to hold a hover, but also you can just land with your feet on the ground. So I curl back, come all the way to my shoulder blades and land. Curl back, feet lift. We come all the way back and land. Maybe we land in the hover or with our feet on the ground. We'll take 3 more. Curl back, tuck, tuck, curl. Find that C shape. Maybe you find balance at the top. We curl. Again, finding that C to lift. And one more time, we curl back. And we find that C to lift. Awesome job. Now, legs go long. I'm scooting a little back on my mat. My hands come forward. We're gonna do a spine stretch. So imagine you're sitting on a wall, right? So the wall's behind me. I'm really trying to find height first. Now, I'm gonna reach my hands forward as I pull my low belly back. Ooh, getting a nice stretch into the upper back, and then I lift up tall. This is called spine stretch forward. So I'm reaching forward, and lifting up. Reaching forward, finding oppositions from my fingertips to my back. My back is pulling me backward, my fingertips are pulling me forward. Really getting a nice stretch in the spine and come up. This is one of my favorite exercises, and we come forward one more time and lift. You can stay where you are. I'm just gonna come face towards you. We're gonna do spine stretch side. So my left hand comes to the mat, my right hand comes up. I'm pushing into my left hand to really root my right hip down and as I reach over. So I'm reaching over. Big inhale and exhale. My palm comes down and I go to the other side, really pushing and reaching over. Awesome, we'll take one more on each side. We reach over, pushing, rooting through this hip, pushing through my hand. And last time, we reach over. Really great. So wherever you are, we're gonna come onto our backs and we're gonna do some bridging. So my hands come to the side. I'm gonna start by tucking my pelvis wherever I was. Now I'm smushing my low back into the mat. Then you start to lift up into a bridge. My knees are pushing forward and away. I tuck the pelvis to roll all the way down. We tuck first and lift up and lower everything back down. Really nice. So here, we're working on the control of our spine. So how much tucking can we do to articulate every single bone as we come up and down? So we lift, really trying to tuck through the bone, tuck through the pelvis, and lower down, feeling every single part of the spine as we move up and down. We go for 4, for 3, for 2. And last time, next time you get to the top, hold. We're gonna lift the right heel off the ground and lower, left heel lifts. And so as I'm doing this, my goal is to create stability through my hips. So I'm squeezing the glutes so that they don't move at all. And then I'm lifting and lowering, palms pushing to the ground to maintain that height. We go for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. We hold at the top, we lift both heels up, both heels lower, squeeze through the glute. I know this is challenging. We go for 5. We have one more variation after this, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. We hold at the top, you pulse up for 8, 7, maintain the height for 6, squeeze through the glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really awesome job. Lower everything down, hug those knees in, and maybe we give them a little circle inward, and then we circle the legs out the other way. Hug into that tight shape. We roll all the way up and come over onto our backs. We're gonna do a little bit of extension here. So you're gonna have your forehead just resting on the mat to start. My hands are coming either right to the edge of my mat or right off my mat. And I'm just gonna start by smushing my hips into the mat and pulling my belly in and up. Then I push through my palms to start lifting up. This is called swan. You're only gonna go as high as you don't feel dumping into your back, and then you lower everything back down. Really nice. I'm pushing into my palms to lift up, tucking my pelvis, smushing my hips into the mat as I lift, finding extension. My gaze is a few inches in front of my back. We're gonna do 3 more. Lifting up, smushing the pelvis. If this doesn't feel good for you, you only come up to the elbows and lower down. I'll take 2 more with the elbow version. And last one. And lower it down. You're gonna scoot back into a child's pose for a second. We take a big inhale. And exhale. We take a big inhale. And exhale. All the air comes out. We come forward one more time. We're gonna do an exercise called swimming. So my hands are coming forward. Now my head is, instead of my forehead being on the mat, I have a little hover. My gaze is just right in front of me. I'm gonna take my right hand and my left leg and lift it. And lower. So now we're finding the connection of the backside of our body from our fingertips all the way to our toes. I'm squeezing my booty to lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. We lift. And lower, switching sides. We go for 5, for 4. I'm still thinking about pulling the belly in and up, smushing those hips for 3, 2, and 1. Really nice job. We're gonna sit back into our child's pose again. Take a big inhale. And exhale. All the air comes out. We're gonna come forward one more time, but this time we're gonna be doing push-ups. So we're gonna work on our knees today. I'm gonna have you come forward, and what I'm gonna have you do is really arch, find a little roundness through the spine by pushing the hands away. I come forward, bending through the elbows and lifting all the way up. So we come down and all the way up. We're gonna do 3 more. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift, and last one, and beautiful. We sit it back. Ooh, awesome job. We come onto our backs and we'll finish with a stretch. So I'm gonna have you lay all the way down, and I'm just gonna take my left leg, both of my feet are on the ground. I'm taking my left leg and putting it, my left ankle, and putting it over my right knee. I'm gonna push away with the hand. Take a big inhale, and exhale. Big inhale, and exhale. I bring the foot down, we switch right away to the other side. I'm pushing into the knee, big inhale, and exhale. Big inhale, and exhale. Hug the knees in one last time. We'll sit up. I will face y'all, but you can feel free to face forward. Crisscross applesauce position. I take a big inhale, shrug the shoulders, and exhale. All the weight comes out. One more time, big inhale, and exhale. All the weight comes out. Congratulations, awesome job, and I hope to see you again for the next workout.